Hi guys, it's Hayden Crawford here from the Dreamtime Academy and welcome to today's live Starseed numerology readings. I hope you've had a fantastic week and I hope you're feeling better now after all of that influx of crazy energy that came in during this week. And obviously it's heating up as we're moving towards the solstice, because obviously on 20th and the 21st, we've got this massive wave of kind of energy that's amplifying and intensifying the way that we're feeling. So it's been full on. I slept really well last night, fortunately, so I'm feeling back on top form today. But wow, the night before it was intense. I thought I was having a heart attack in the night. So what's happening at the moment is that we are being upgraded fundamentally into the new earth energies, and of course it's causing all sorts of crazy symptoms for us. It's an unquenchable thirst, or you might be feeling extremely tired or achy, or headaches, or heart palpitations, all sorts of different stuff like that. So feeling a lot better this morning. I don't know about you, Haley, but yeah, feeling a lot more alive. And I've been working with gold and olive energy actually to help rebalance, and it's been working really well. So something really interesting happened yesterday, and it was with regards to these colors. And yeah, there was a few posts that people have been putting out, then Celia Fenn and people like that. And I'd been intuitively drawn to a bottle that I'd seen on the Colour Mirrors website that was created, called Big Magic, for a special workshop a few years ago. And it was to align people with new earth energies. And coincidentally, it aligned to this post that Celia Fenn had put up about green and gold energy, and how that can help diffuse and rebalance and really support you during this it's quite intense time. And yeah, it was amazing, really. So I slept with that bottle last night. It was this bottle, actually. I'll show you, because it was a special bottle that I created there for myself a while. I didn't really know why I'd created this bottle, and it's kind of like a sort of like a solid gold or sparkly gold fraction on the top, and then underneath it's like this beautiful olive green. And yeah, so this was the Big Magic bottle that was created by the Colour Mirror system a while ago, just for a special workshop. And it's incredible. It's very fresh. It's very fresh new summer beginnings. It's extremely, really fantastic. So yeah, so I had this on my bedside table last night, and I slept with it, and I actually felt wonderful. I had the best sleep I've had in ages. So yeah, it just shows you how powerful color is and how much it can support you as well. So I just really want you to think about that, because there are so many things that we can do that we kind of maybe forget about, that we have access to, and we've got to really start taking care of our energy bodies, because it's definitely here to help. All right. Yay. So it's got all the regulars back. We've got Laura Morton and Gender Fluid Druid. Nice to see ya. And Laura said, you're still feeling meh, are you? Oh no, you maybe want to work with your olive green and gold energies. That really will help to uplift and give you that fresh new spring in your step. Loyal to a fault says, Hayden, how are you today? I hope you've got some great rest. I have. I feel so much better. Thank you. I feel like I've just been born. So yeah, so that's really cool. Haley says, after reading the post you shared last night, I've booked myself in for a float today. A bit of pampering is just what I need. There's an amazing place, isn't there, in Rockingham, which is beautiful for floating. Absolutely. I've actually got a voucher for the flotation place in Rockingham from my sister that she gave us for our wedding present last year that we haven't used yet. So I might book myself in and have that too. It's a good idea. Ashley Shawn says, hey, everybody. And Mar's here as well. I think we're on with your Starseed numerology report today, Mar. So you should get that through a little bit later on today. Fingers and toes crossed. And if not, it'll be Monday. Lakey Stewart's here. Hi, everyone. And definitely try that, says Laura Morton. And I look so refreshed. I feel so refreshed. I look like I've just been born, don't I? So there you go. All right. So we're going to be going through some numerology reports today. So what I want you to do is I want you to leave your date of birth, please, in the comments section below. Now, if you've had a reading and you would like me to do somebody that you know, more than happy to do that today as well. So it could be your husband or wife, or your best friend, or your sister, or your brother, or your auntie, or your uncle, or somebody that you're just curious about. You know, it might be somebody that you've had a bit of a flirt with down at the discotheque or in the supermarket. There you go. So I thank you, Nathan. I'm very pleased that you're happy for me, and I'm happy for you as well. I hope you're feeling better too. So can we do my dad's numerology? Yes, we can. So he's the 22nd of the 3rd, 1956. All right. Now, interesting, because my mum's a 22nd baby as well. So she's born on the 22nd of February. She's Aquarius. And they're an interesting bunch, actually. Oh, 22nd of March. 22nd of March. 22nd of March. There we go. So 1956. Yeah, they are an interesting bunch, the baby boomers. You know, they have a different agenda, I think, to the generation X, which are like the lost generation, which is like me, like kind of lost in between the millennials and the baby boomers. And yeah, they had a very different purpose here, actually, in a lot of cases. And a lot of them were building the foundations for the new indigo generations that were coming in. But a lot of them kind of just felt very, very much displaced, and they wanted to disappear. You know, they wanted to, like, and a lot of them did commit suicide because they just found the earth energy so hectic. And they came in after the bomb went off in Hiroshima in 1949. The earth, a message went out to the Galactic Federation of Light that the earth was in trouble, and that they needed volunteers to come here to help raise the vibration of the planet and stop them trying to split the atom, because that was going to ripple out into the universe around and start infiltrating and affecting the energies of all the other planets. So this is when a lot of these people started coming in, you know. So it was actually around about 1958 that the first indigos started coming in, and they were called the Alpha Generation Indigos. And then you got the Beta generations. I'm a Beta generation Indigo because I was born in 1972. And the way that you know if you're an Indigo or not is, like, you get your photograph, your aura photographed in Kirlian photography. And the Indigos have got like a violet, a blue, green, violet. It's in that sort of spectrum, auric field. So yeah, so that's how you kind of can tell. So you can actually have it scientifically proved as well these days, which is awesome. Now remember, guys, like the video, because that'll help it getting noticed on YouTube. Okay, so press the like button now if you haven't already done so. And if you're here for the first time, please like my channel and subscribe to it, and click the bell for future notifications, because then you'll find out when I'm live. Okay, so make sure you're liking it. Come on, I've only seen 3 of you liking it so far. There's only 3 likes. Come on, everybody, press like now. Come on, I'm watching. I can see if you've done it. Come on, press the like. Press the button now. Press it. There you go. That's 5. Come on, I need to see 11 likes. I need to see 11. If I don't get 11, I'm going to sit here quietly. Maybe you're all wanting that. Hi, Dana. Nice to see you. Dana Rose is here. And we're doing Christine. What's your dad's name, by the way, Christina? What's your dad's actual name? And you're actually thinking I'm a rainbow crystal child. Wow, that sounds awesome. Now, the way you can tell is that the crystal children came in and they usually had some karma to work out, you know, so they often incarnated into dysfunctional families, whereas the rainbows, they are the ones that are born more after 2010. And a lot of those will incarnate into functional families, because they're here to do the work. And actually, you know, all they have to do is be, but they don't need to have the, you know, all the trials and tribulations that a lot of other families had. So so you know, that's how you can sort of tell the difference. Okay, so Jamshid. Okay, so this is Jamshid's numerology. Okay, so here we go. So what we can see is he's got some very strong influences, Jamshid. Look at that. There you go. So he's got the arrow of the planner, which is the 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so if somebody's got that, it means that they're very process orientated. You know, they like to know what's coming next in their life. They're a bit of a tick list person. So they're like, okay, so today I've got to do the gardening. I've got to do the car down. I've got to build something in my man cave. I've got to, you know, give the ironing to my wife. God, that sounds really sexist, doesn't it? It's not quite like that these days, is it? But anyway, you get my point. Now, also with him, he's actually a very sensitive person. So he's a day number 22 person. And the 22 in the color mirror system is this bottle here, which is a very deep magenta over, excuse me. It's another ascension symptom, that, by the way. It's like thyroid going crazy, and rose pink underneath. Forgiveness is all about, you know, mastering love, really, divine love. And the 22 is the master builder. So he's actually, you know, quite a spiritual person, is Jamshid. And he's here to guide humanity forward into the golden age of Aquarius. And he's actually got the practical abilities to be able to make it happen as well. So he's good with his partnerships. You know, I should imagine your mum and dad have been together for a long time, haven't they? Ashley and Christina. I bet they've been a great influence on you both. Now, he struggles a little bit about how he feels, even though he knows how he feels. He might be one of those that sort of sits quietly in the corner and just observes what's going on. But maybe he doesn't really want to talk about how he feels. You know, he's got a very active mind as well. So he's got good balance between his mental and emotional planes. So he's a thinker, you know, so maybe over analyzes things a little bit. He's quite a creative thinker. You know, he's got good memory and imagination. And, you know, he's just, you know, sometimes I think you'll find that his long-term memory is better than his short-term memory. So maybe he struggles a little bit to remember what he had for tea for his dinner last night. But, you know, he might remember, you know, things from yesteryear. And he's also got the arrow of determination. So he's a very determined gentleman. So he's somebody that will, you know, really, you know, be persistent with his goals and see those through to finality. So he will be somebody who sets goals and dreams, and it will be able to achieve them in his lifetime as well. So Christina says, yes, is that what he's like? Ma, is that what he's like? You've been married to him. Well, I'm assuming you're still married to him. He remembers history really well. Excellent. Yeah, no, he's a very sharp, bright button. He's quite left brain. See, it's more on the left side of the birth chart, and very determined as well. So where he needs to be developing, and actually he's lucky because he's got this 22 influence in his day number, which brings in the energy of the 4, which, you know, puts him in another number down there really on the physical plane. But he could probably do with some grounding, and he might need to become a little bit more practical, because he's probably a theorist, you know, and that type of thing. Now he is ruling number 9, 10, 21, 24, 26, 7, 28. So he's got a ruling 10. So he's a leader, but he leads with a very soft feminine power. And then we've been talking about the colors gold and green today, and that's his ruling number colors. It's the Wheel of Fortune, which is gold over olive green. So this is like olive green in color therapy is a soft feminine power that can never be abused. It's like a fresh new spring rebirth, and gold is your authentic power and value. So when you're a 10, a ruling 10, you know, he's a leader. It's a 1 energy. It's the masculine, but it's non-ego based. It's more authentic power. So he's got a beautiful energy. He's probably a very adaptable person as well. So he can put his mind to anything and do really well at it. And he prefers to keep his emotions to himself. So, you know, maybe some of his friendships might remain a little bit superficial, because he doesn't really want people to know what's going on behind the scenes. He maybe just opens up to his nearest and dearest. There you go. There you go. So Mars says, yes, he's everything you're saying. That's right. Well, I mean, numerology never lies. It's human beings that lie, not astrology. Sorry, numerology. What am I talking about? There you go. Okay, so Loyal to the Fault says, oh, my thyroid has been a bit swollen lately. Could this be part of the ascension? It is. Right, okay, so the ascension symptoms are affecting at the moment, more in particular, the heart. So you might even feel like you're palping out or getting anxiety within your heart, especially at bedtime. And it can feel really uncomfortable, like you're having a heart attack. That's what happened to me. It can be the thyroid, which is imbalanced, you know, so it could be like, you know, this whole thing. You know, you've probably noticed me doing it quite a lot. I don't even know where that's come from. Do you know what I mean? But it's like, yeah, it's like the thyroid plays up, headaches, unquenchable thirst as well. So like you're always thirsty. So I've brought my glass of water in with me today, because for the last few times I've been babaclackering, you know, and then I literally haven't been drinking. So I get out of my live and I'm like, oh my God, I just want to die because I'm just so thirsty. So I'm going to drink more this time. You got to look after yourself. You know, that's the thing. You've got to look after yourself, because no one's going to look after yourself better than you can. People can guide you and things like that. Oh, look at you two. Look at you two. You obviously had a little bit of a psychic moment there, Ashley Shams and Mar Shams, and you were like, right, okay, let's double donate. It's like a double donation. I like those. They're pretty cool. We like double donations here at the Dreamtime, because what double donations mean? Prizes. Points mean prizes. There you go. So allergies, I've figured, yes. Oh, my thyroid. Okay, did the thyroid thing. Yes, he's been everything you're saying. Yep, I'd love to learn how to do this. Look, Gender Fluid Druid, if you want to learn how to do it, I've got an online course available at the moment for only $19.99 Australian dollars. So in America, it's like 10 US dollars or something like that, or 12 or something. And if you want that, I'll let me know, and I'll send you a link to it. And you can do my online course and learn how to do this. You get the ebooks and everything, and video tutorials. So it's in 4 different modules. It'll teach you how to do your arrows and your ruling number and your day number and your personal year cycle number. Like at the moment, Yamshid is in a 4, 7, 8, 9, 10. He's in a 2. So it's really good for him. It's really... I got a triple. I got a triple whammy. Ashley, Mar, and Christina. Look at that. Get you guys. You kill me. You're so generous. Thank you so much. Such generous people. Very, very sweet of you. That's made my morning. That's really sweet. Bless you. Yeah, so there you go. So Yamshid, yeah. Beautiful, beautiful energy. And he's got that beautiful access to his 22 energy, which is beautiful, it's actually the soul. Magenta is the color of the soul. It's the bridge between your red and your violet energy, which is your corporate survival, and your spiritual. So he's got the ability to transcend that and bring in this Metatron energy that would be really beneficial. Yeah, so you'd also love to do Starseed numerology, like he says. Yeah, absolutely. It's an amazing thing, and everybody needs it right now as well, because people are starting to wake up to their cosmic origins, and never before has there been more of a time that we've got to start communicating and aligning with our star families, because we're understanding, that we've been kept small by, the Earth's ruling cabal, or whatever you want to call them, for so long now. And it's like old news, bored of that. Draconians have actually gone. It's only the stain that's left on the planet, according to Scott Mathias, author of the Antares Seals. Now, I actually agree with that. It's just a stain of remnants of like that old draconian matrix. And it's not going to last for very much longer. And that's why all this chaos is happening on the planet at the moment. So it's quite interesting to see. Yeah, but Yamshid's going to be feeling a bit more sensitive this year, and it's very beneficial for him to do some inner work. All right, so meditations, contact and recontact and realign with his feminine energy, because the 2 is the moon. It's about emotions, it's about feelings, it's about expressing your deepest inner yearnings and things as well. There you go. So Ashley's laughing. Loyal to a fault. I did wake up in a panic attack the other night, and I take my Clonopin before I went to bed. That doesn't sound healthy. Clonopin sounds a bit chemical-y to me, but God forbid, Hasfa Khalila and all that, I would never prevent anybody from taking medication, but surely a colour mirrors bottle would be better, like a beautiful blue moon bottle by the side of your bed, and that would give you that beautiful restful sensation, and it'd help you drift off into lots of Zeds, wouldn't it? Sounds better than Clonopin. I love your videos you've been doing with Scott Mathias. Very educational. Thank you, Laura. I'm really glad that you enjoyed that. Now, Tamika Lee's here. Hi, everyone. 28th of November, 1979. Tamika. Very, very lovely. Tamika Lee. Now, I'm sure I didn't I do a report for you, Tamika, recently? I remember your name, Tamika, unless that's another Tamika. Didn't you get you got a Starseed numerology report? I think maybe I'm making it up. I don't know. We've done, you know what? Mark and I have been getting through the reports together. That's my husband and I. And wow, we've actually done 109 reports over the last 4 weeks. 109 handwritten reports. I've literally been typing my fingers to the bone. It's like that. I'm like Miss Marple, or is it Angela Lansbury on Murder, She Wrote? I'm like that, trying to get all these reports out. It's hilarious. Oh, yes, thank you. It was awesome, says Tamika. I encourage everyone to get one. Thank you. That's awesome. There you go. So now let's have a look. Who else should we do? Now, I'm sure there was somebody's mum has a birthday coming up, the 22nd of June, 06. Yeah, let's have a look at his, Laura. Okay, let's look at his. So thank you very much. I'm glad. I hope Yamshid watches this. And hi, Yamshid, if you do end up watching this, by the way. You sound like a great chap. A very great chap, being a great example to your family. I'm absolutely sure of that. Okay, so what's your son's name, Laura? Okay, so the 22nd of the 6th, 22nd of the 6th, 2006. Interesting, because he's only got 2s and 6s, hasn't he? And it's 3 days' time. So in 3 days' time, your lovely son is going to be turning, oh God, how old is that? 14, is it? 14 years old? There you go. God, I remember when I was 14, I was a nightmare. I was a proper nightmare. Oh God, you know, I thought the pub was the right place to be. And actually, I remember like going to a nightclub called the Mall in Stockton-on-Tees. And I was 14. It was the first time I went into a nightclub because I looked a bit older than I was when I was 14. And I actually had like bum fluff growing around my top lip. And I painted it with mascara, or my sister did. She put mascara on it so to make me look older. And I actually managed to get into the nightclub. So I always remember that. So hopefully he's not doing that, Laura. Hope he's not going out nightclubbing at 14. Evan, sorry. 14. There you go. Sweet 14. Okay, so there you go. So this, look, he's another day number 22 person. So, you know, he's a master builder. You know, he's here for a spiritual purpose. He's here to guide humanity forward into the golden age of Aquarius. Okay, that's what he's actually here to do. So, you know, he's got that beautiful 22 energy. Yeah, very sensitive. He's very intuitive, and it's forgiveness. It's divine love over unconditional love. And it's, you know, he's here to help people learn how to forgive. And he's actually, you know, got a beautiful soft heart. He's got this beautiful multi-dimensional heart that he has access to. Oh, Astria, yeah, we're speaking at 11, aren't we? I know I'm looking forward to having a chat with you as well, Astria. Shakti, yeah? Brilliant. Yeah, no, I'll really look forward to it. You're in my diary, so don't worry. I've got a few discovery calls today. So, it's Friday's my day for discoveries. I'm also preparing for my color therapy course as well today. So like my book is written, you know, so the actual modules or the course material is written, but I'm taking some really cool photos today using my light box, which is actually over there. I'm going to be taking some beautiful photographs to help you to align with certain color frequencies. It's really cool. I can't wait to show you. Anyway, so quite a busy day today. So Evan is very sensitive. He's got those, yeah. So he's got the 3 2s. There you go. So he's like a sensitive. He's an empath. He probably aligns with children, like other children, animals, old people. You know, he's very empathic. He'll feel how other people are feeling. If you think about Steve Irwin, right? Steve Irwin in Australia, you know, the guy who died from getting the he got like some sort of, I think it was a manta ray or something that it's sting or a stingray, and he got the sting in his heart and he died. And he's got Bindi Irwin's his daughter. Well, he actually had 5 2s in his numerology. All right, and remember how connected he was to animals. So it's obviously it's a sign that, you know, they like animals, but he's also very creative. Okay, so he's got he loves his home, he loves his family. He's very, very creative. So I actually feel that he's very intuitively creative, and I feel like he's more of a Steiner school child rather than a traditional education. He probably doesn't like traditional education. He's definitely more creative. And you know, he's got no numbers on his physical plane. Okay, so the 1, the 4, and the 7 are missing. So no numbers on his physical, and he's also got the arrow. So that's called the arrow of disorder, and the arrow of passivity as well, which is the opposite of activity, which is the lack of the 7, 8, and 9. So actually, you do need to encourage him to sort of get out and about and do things. So it might be somebody, you know, who's more of a computer kid or something like that, or, you know, prefers to be in the home. So you might want to, you know, get him to sort of, you know, you might have to encourage him to get out and get physical and active and go and be out with his friends and things like that, because he is quite sensitive. Now he's a 7, so he's an 8, 9, 10, 14, 16, 18. So he's a 9. Okay, he's a ruling 9, like his uncle Hayden. All right, so we're both 9s. Now the 9s are healers, okay? So they're far more suited to celestial than corporate. Mars energy comes in for him. So he's actually a mind number. You know, 9 is a mind number. He needs to do and say what needs doing and saying, otherwise he'll get angry or frustrated. So he needs to be able to learn to express himself. And obviously there's some difficulties there because he's got no 1s. So he might struggle to communicate about how he feels. He might be able to create it. You know, he might be able to be sensitive and create it. Or he might be able to even write stories or things like that. But yeah, you're a family of empaths, are you? Yeah, he's a sweetie. A beautiful soul, Ashley. You're absolutely right. He's a beautiful, very beautiful soul. So he's a healer. He's definitely somebody who's here to heal and to raise the vibration. He'd be your archetypal rainbow child. All right, little Evan is a rainbow, and he's, you know, he's a good healer. He's a good counselor. You know, he might even go into art therapy or help people, you know, sort of with who are empathic. There you go. Fantastic. So hi. Oh, look at all that. I've got 9 likes now. That's awesome. And there's 14 of you here. So if you haven't already liked my channel, please like my channel now and click the bell for future notifications. Also, please, yeah, like the video as well, because that'll help it get moved up in the rankings on the YouTube channel. Okay. So I want to see that get to 10 likes, please. There you go. That's better. I'm happy now that I've got 10 likes. That's great. There you go. So Laura says, I can't wait for him to watch this. Steve Irwin was the best. I was so upset when he died. I know, it was horrible, wasn't it? Steve would be so proud of Bindi. She's getting married. I know, she's lovely, Bindi Irwin. It's funny because I invented a concept for a new travel game show called 7 Wonders, and I chose Bindi Irwin to be my presenter on that, because I really like Bindi Irwin. I think she's awesome, and yeah, she's just got a nice energy about her, hasn't she? But it never was taken up by the television channel. But I thought it was brilliant. It was to find the world's most enlightened being, and it was a trip around the 7 wonders of the world, doing sort of knockout whittle down competitions. So a bit like the old Ultra Quiz of 1984. I don't know if you guys remember that, but well, it was on actually between 84 and 83 and 85, I think it was, a travel game show. It was like one of the first of the reality game shows. So yeah, so that was cool. Okay, so we've done that. So at the moment he's in a 4, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. He's in a 5. So he's going to want to feel free this year. He's going to want to express himself more this year. He's not going to want to be cooped up indoors. So he's probably going to feel like he might be feeling a bit restless this year. But you know, you need to encourage him to be a bit more active, and especially this year. Okay. All right. So let's have a look. Who's next? Who should we do next? Who wants the next reading? I'll tell you what. Is anyone here who's not had a reading yet? Oh, he's your little photographer. Beautiful. There you go. I love that. So if he takes photographs, is that how he expresses his individuality? Lakey Stewart, the 10th of the 4th, 1980. Let's have a look at that. Now, the kids are really interesting. It's so interesting when, like, I've done loads of Starseed numerology reports for children, and they're so much more, like, not more interesting, but so different from people born in the 1900s. And yeah, they're beautiful. You know, kids love them as well. Like, if they've got their own personalized color numerology report, kids absolutely love them, and they read them time and time and time again. It's great for kids to know at a very young age which star system that they're from as well. So, you know, if they find out from a very young age they're from the Pleiades, they can relate to the traits and they can start reconnecting, you know, to people on a different level that we didn't really have access to when we were growing up. Okay, Lakey. Lakey is the 10th of the 4th, 1980. Okay, Lakey. So you got the 9, the 8, the 4, the double 1. Okay, so day number 10, ruling number 9, 10, 18, 19, 22, 23, ruling 5, and a year 8, 9. All right, so don't make any major decisions this year, Lakey. All right, wait until next year before you start planning to make any major changes, okay? Because it's not time to really do or take physical action at the end of a 9-year cycle. Wait until the one energy comes in. Yeah, and Dana, I'll come to you as well. Don't worry. Absolutely. My friends, he'll be pleased. Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, it's your friends. Okay, that's awesome. What's your friend's name, Lakey? What's his name? And it is it's the 10th of the 4th, right? Is it the 10th of the 4th? My mum wants a reading. Gender fluid druid. Nathan, I'll do your mums in a second, all right? Americans, yeah, so it's Jamie. So Jamie, is it the 10th of the 4th or is it the 4th of the 10th? Will you just let me know and then we can sort of have a little look at that. What is it, Lakey? Is it did you get it the right way around? You probably did. The 10th of the 4th, the 10th of March. Is it right? Is it right? Is it? Isn't it? Is it? Isn't it? Isn't it? Is it? Oh, come on, Lakey. The 10th of April. We were right. Okie dokie. So there we go. So we can see there that he's actually quite skeptical. All right. So he's the sort of person that's maybe a little bit skeptical of new concepts, and especially if they can't be scientifically proven, until he gets his own evidence, and he'll have to go through his own research before, you know, he becomes like an avid convert. Once he gets his own proof of a new concept, you know, like a metaphysical concept, for example, something spiritual, he'll be like, right, okay, this is true. This is so true. And then he'll become a convert. Now, he's actually quite practical. He's very organized, independent, and likes to be in control as well. He is a good talker. He's a good listener as well. Doesn't know how he feels, though, so he can react to emotional situations. He could do with developing his imagination, memory, and his intuition and his creativity. He's got no 5, so a lot of his feeling senses are out, you know, and I feel like for him, he does feel things very intensely. He wants freedom. He's a traveler. Okay, he's like a solo traveler, but he's got a very soft feminine power that can never be abused, because he's got the day number 10, which is the Wheel of Fortune, which is that Egyptian energy. It's the goddess Isis who gave birth to the sun, authentic power, but it's also, you know, soft feminine power. And then he's also got the ruling number 5, which is the beautiful mercurial energy. All right, so that's that green energy, and they need space, so that's why they want to travel. They don't want to be restricted, and they need it for heart healing. So green energy is very good for him because he's got no 5. Yeah, so I would say that, you know, he's probably somebody who's, you know, got a beautiful soft energy about him. Very practical though, and he likes the material aspects of life as well. So he likes things, you know, nice things to have. He's probably quite good with his hands as well. Sylvia Shukta and Quinn Hauser. How are you, Quinn Hauser? That's a nice name, isn't it? And I love the name Sylvia Shuker as well. Hiya. Very nice. And Sahina. Hi, Hayden. Hope you're well. If you have time, could you do my daughters, which is the 16th of the 8th, 1988? That's an interesting one. Sabrina. There you go. And your friend Johnny as well. Oh, they're coming in thick and fast now, aren't they? Thick and fast. There you go. So hopefully that made sense. Jamie, if you're watching this, okay, get yourself a Starseed numerology report, mate. All right? You'll like it. I don't know whether you're a boy or a girl, actually, because it could be Jamie, couldn't it? Maybe I'm assuming it's Jamie. All right, so Donna, I'm going to go to you next because I know you've been waiting patiently. So Donna Rose. Donna Rose. Okay, so clarifying the December the 27th, 27th of December, 27th of December, 1984. Okay, brilliant. Now, if you're new to my channel, please click the bell for future notifications and subscribe to the channel, like the post as well. And that's fantastic. And share it with your friends as well, because remember, friends, birds of a feather flock together. And usually what you like, your friends like. So yeah, I'm sure they would benefit as well from learning a little bit more about their soul purpose and their personality blueprint and their strengths and weaknesses and the best times for them to embark on new projects and ventures as well. I think we all do. I think we all benefit from it, really, don't we? If we're honest, we all need to know what's who we truly are and what we're here to do. And did you know they are the two biggest asked questions? It's like, who are you and what are you here to do? That's what humanity wants to know, because, like, of course, all of that gets held back. You know, when we're born, we're coming with amnesia, so we don't remember where we've been before or anything. Like, and our soul has obviously soul retrieval, so we are starting to remember certain past lives now. But you know, for a long time, you know, until you awaken, you're kind of going around blind, aren't you? Hit the like button. Blue New, hello, Blue New. Very nice to see you. We will both be on those reports. Fantastic. There you go. Agenda fluid. My mom's reading. Don't worry, I haven't forgotten. I've got quite a few of you to get through now, haven't I? Definitely. And Evan, there you are, Evan King. Hi, how are you, Evan? Then did you like your reading? Is that Evan, the son of Laura? Okay, so Donna. Okay, so what we can see is you're day number 9, okay, because you're 27, and that's a positive side of 9, because 27 is harvest bottle in color therapy, which is orange and gold. So actually the 9 is Mars energy. So, you know, you are somebody who has lots of energy. You know, it's like fire energy that you have access to, but the 9 is the humanitarian. So you want to help people and be of service, and you're very wise, very intuitive, and actually you make a good healer or counselor. You're far more suited to corporate work than celestial work, and you need to do and say what needs doing and saying instead of getting angry or frustrated. You're also very idealistic as well, so there's a lot of wisdom there for you. You're a ruling number 9, 10, 18, 22, 24, 25, 26, 27, 34. You're a ruling number 7 person, and 7 is Neptunian energy. Now I'll show you what this looks like. This is your bottle there. So number 7 is Neptune, the king of Atlantis, the Roman god of the sea. Turquoise over turquoise is all about trust, and it's also about mysteries, illusions, magic, miracles, and faith. Faith. So you have to learn through your own experience in life. No one can tell you what to do. You have to learn your own way. And actually, sometimes you have to learn through sacrifice. So sometimes you have to get it wrong, dust yourself down, and then get back up again and, you know, keep going. But always this is for a purposeful good, because you can then share that wisdom with other people, and the ruling 7 people make amazing teachers and healers. So really for you, you know, you've got this beautiful wisdom and you can teach that wisdom. I know these number combinations very well because I'm a ruling number 9 with a day number 7, the other way around for you. You're a ruling 7 with a day number 9. So these are your energies. You know, it's the healer teacher, the healer teacher, or the heacher. So we've also got, like, within your remit, within your birth chart, you've got the arrow of practicality. So this is kind of like the opposite to what Evan had in his chart, where he's got no numbers on his physical plane, the 1, 4, and 7 being the physical numbers. He is, you know, he's very practical. Sorry, Dana is very practical. She likes active participation in life. So she wants to be doing things. You know, she's a doing person, and always on the go as well, because you've got the arrow of activity as well. So you're always here, there, everywhere, getting involved in lots of different things. Now it's actually nervous energy that you've got. And so for you, you need to be around soothing, calming company for you to feel balanced. So, you know, it's kind of like it can affect your digestive system. And sometimes, you know, in a way of expressing this kind of nervous, frenetic energy is to be active. So you're always on the go. You're very sensitive as well. So you've got these 2 2s. 2 is feminine energy. Okay, so 1 is masculine energy, 2 is feminine. So when you've got 2 2s, it means that you've got psychic abilities, you're empathic, you resonate with children and animals and old people. You are, you know, you've got a heightened sensitivity and good gut first impressions on people. You're a very good communicator and you're a very good listener as well. But again, sometimes you can struggle a little bit because you don't know how you feel. All right. So when you haven't got a 5 in your chart, it means that, you don't actually know how you feel. So you react to emotional situations sometimes instead of responding to them. Intuitively, it's different. All right. But yeah, so you're in a 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 is 14. 16. You're in a 7 year this year. So actually the 7 year can be quite challenging if you're not living your purpose. It's called a Mack truck year, where you get run over literally. But if you're off track, so if you're not living your purpose, then the universe can go, hang on a minute, right, Dana, you need to wake up, and it will throw a whole lot of shit at you. And it's always for your purposeful good, though. It's trying to wake you up so that you can start doing your purpose work on the planet. So if you are having a difficult year this year, Dana, don't worry about it. It's always for the good. If you are living your purpose, then it will be lessons, and it will be a great year for teaching, all right, and helping people. So let me know what you thought. Did you resonate with that, Donna? Is that something that you connect with? Is that who you feel like you are? Remember, we're only looking at your date of birth, all right, during these insights. Now, if you really want to know everything about who you truly are and what you're here to do, then we need to look at your name chart and your birth chart together, because your name carries numerical vibrations and color vibrations as well. And what we can see is when we put them together, we can see that the name sometimes cures ailments that are in your birth chart. So for example, like Dana might not have a 5 in her birth chart, but she might have 2 5s in her name chart. And we look at your living name, and then we put them together. We see which numbers are missing or which ones are over amplified, and which arrows come in from both charts. And then we can get a true blueprint of your personality, which is really, really good. And then we look at the color influences. From that, we can also look at your peak years of maturity, in which you have 4. We look at your starseed origin, so which star system that your soul actually originated from, whether it's the Pleiades or Arcturus or Lyra or Sirius or Antares or Alpha Centauri. We all come from different places. When our soul leaves source consciousness, it goes to a specific star system to have an evolution, and often goes through many. And because we're multi-dimensional people, we exist simultaneously in outside of linear time. So the star reports, the starseed reports, look at everything. So if you're finding this interesting, then you wait till you get your own personalized 15-page handcrafted report. Wow. And they're on at only 39 Australian dollars until the end of it. Get your own, and get one for your kids as well, and because they absolutely love them. Awesome, says Dana. Awesome. Thank you very much. I'm all over my purpose work. My year is great. Fantastic. I love it. You see, and your year will be fine if you're on your purpose. Oh yeah, your year is going to be great. For me, like in my last 7 year, it was hell. Everything sort of like, because you think about 7 as well, 7 can cause a lot of change, physical change. And, it was meant to get me back on track. So, it was very challenging for me, but, these things always happen for the purposeful good. Oh, thank you. That's very sweet of you. So Donna Rose, you've got lovely blonde hair, Dana, haven't you? You look very Pleiadian to me. Has just given me a lovely little donation. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. Thank you. She says, yeah, big smiles over here. Thank you for doing my reading. You're very welcome. There you go. So loyal to the fault. My husband is working on the PayPal as we speak. You got him frantically typing out on PayPal. That's great. Get him at it. That's what I say. There you go. Now then, let's have a look. I want to do Quinn, because I really like that name. I want to do Sylvia, and I want to do your mom as well, because I know that you're now where is it? So I'm going to go. Let's have a look. Loyal to a fault. Gender fluid druid. Steve would be proud of Bindi. There you go. Who was it that wanted their mom doing? I'll do that one next. I'm actually going to do. I'll do yours next, Quinn. All right, so go Quinn. All right, so Quinn. Now, are you a man or a woman, Quinn? Because I can't work out. That's quite an androgynous name, Quinn, isn't it? You don't meet that many Quinns in life. Quinn Hauser, 23rd of March, 1983. 1983. Okay, so you've got loads of threes, Quinn, haven't you? You got 3 threes. 3 threes. That's left brain stuff, that. Very left brain. Okay. 1, 3, 9, 8, 2. There we go. Oh, I'm Pleiadian, except just dyed my hair red. Embracing your Lyran. Love it. There you go. I get that a lot. There you go. So Quinn, yeah. My birth time gives more threes. Wow. That's right. Gender fluid Laura. I'm going to do Laura after. Okay, so Quinn. Quinn, we're with you. So Quinn, you've got a day number 5. You were born on the 23rd. So we add the 2 and the 3 together, which means that you're a 5, which is that beautiful mercurial energy. So Quinn, you like freedom. You want to have space around you. And actually, if any part of you wants to hide, it's going to make life very difficult for you. So you've got to let go of old masks in your life. All right. So for you, you know, it's about freedom. It's about not feeling constricted. You don't want to be told what to do. So actually a day job like 9 till 5 won't really suit you. You've got a vivid imagination. You're inspired by lyrics, music, poetry, that sort of thing. So your memory and your imagination runs away with you, and sometimes you can get a bit paranoid as well, because maybe your memory, your imagination just kind of like goes off on a tangent a little bit. But it's the analytical side as well. So the left brain it analyzes quite a lot. So you might be overly analytical as well. You're also someone who's got the arrow of the planner, okay, which is the 1, 2, and 3. And the 1, 2, and 3 is that you are a tick list person. You want to know what's coming next. You need a strategy. You like processes, quite process orientated. You struggle to talk about how you feel. Now, because you've got the day number 5, you are a feeling person. So for you, it can get quite frustrating. So you might sometimes express as anger. And also because you've got the arrow of frustration as well, which is the lack of the 4, 5, and 6. Now, when this arrow comes up, it means that there's difficulties for you during childhood. So it might be that your mum and dad's relationship didn't survive, or there was difficulties within your childhood growing up, and it can knock on into relationship difficulties as well, you know, with your intimate relationships or your marriages and things like that. You're very independent and you like to be in control as well. So I feel like for you, you know, whether it was whatever the difficulties were during childhood, sometimes, you know, it can maybe make you feel a little bit more like you want to do things your own way. Traveling is something that will be very important to you. 9, 10, 18, 19, 20, 21, 24, 27, 29. You're an 11. Okay, so you're a 29, 11. So the 11 is a master number, and the 11s are here for a spiritual purpose. So this is what the 11 bottle looks like in color therapy. All right, so this is it here. So it's magenta over clear, and this is duality. So it's your last look at issues of separation, Quinn. Okay, so it's really, you know, it's about shining light into your shadows and dealing with your shadows and helping people do the same thing, because you're here to guide humanity forward into the golden age. Now, a lot of 11 people, the 1 and the 1 is a 2, which is very intuitive and sensitive, go into psychic based work, or they become healers of some sort. So but actually for you, because it's derived from a 29, the 29 here is grace under pressure. So you're the Olympic spiritual athlete. So you've gone through quite a few trials and tribulations, Quinn, in your life, difficulties, and it's because your soul wanted to evolve in this lifetime. So you might have had to go through some quite difficult times in order for that to take place. But remember, you chose this at a soul level before you even came in. So the grace under pressure bottle is the 29, because that's how you're, you know, when you add all the numbers up in your birth date, it adds to a 29 and reduces to an 11. So yeah, so, you know, you've got this, I feel like for you could be writing music or writing books, or, you know, sort of inspiring people in some way with that beautiful mind energy. You know, you're very, very good like that. And the more 3s that you get as well from your birth time. So you're in a 4, 7, 10, 12, you're in a 3 this year. So it's a really great year for you to learn some new skills, whether that's vocationally or personal development. So your mind is stimulated in your personal year cycle 3. So it's another 3 that comes in for you. So use that energy, get some yellow energy into your life, because that stimulates the memory banks as well. So you've got a vivid imagination. Your memory is stimulated as well with this. So good memory good memory recall comes up for you as well. So use that this year. Quinn, hopefully that's made sense for you. Leave a few comments. Let me know what you thought. That'd be awesome. Fantastic. Right, I'm going to go to Laura next. Okay, is your mum with you, Nathan? Is your mum there? Is she sitting there with you, or are you gonna send her the video afterwards and get her to watch? All right, so Laura, another Laura. So there you go. We've had two Lauras there, isn't it? So Laura, okay, lovely Laura. And is she a good mum, Nathan? Is she a good mum? 25th of August, 1958. 25th of the 8th, 1958. All right, so she's got 2 8s. She's got a 9. 5, 1, 2, 5. Wow. I like this woman. I think she's awesome. Okay, so she is pretty cool. She's a pretty cool lady. Pretty dom cool. Yay, Druid. There you go. She's amazing. Yes, she is amazing. There you go, Quinn. That's amazing. Resonates lots. Thank you so much. You're welcome, Quinn. Glad you enjoyed it. I'm really glad that made sense for you. And Jessica Dawn Justice. Sorry. Fantastic. Oh, hiya, Jessica. You normally come through as Dawn, don't you? Just Dawn Justice? Or am I thinking of something else? And Sylvia, don't worry. I haven't forgotten about you. May the 16th. After Druid's mom. Okay, yeah, absolutely. I will come to you after Druid's mom. Okay, so there we go. So Laura has got the arrow of emotional balance. Lovely. That's the 2, 5, and 8. Look at all her numbers, all on the emotional line. So the 2, 5, and 8 are emotional. The 3, 6, and 9 are mental, and the 1, 4, and 7 are physical numbers. So actually, she's all feeling. She's very intuitive. She feels things very intensely. So it's very important for her not to get into arguments before she eats or be in negative atmospheres, because it will affect her digestive system. She feels things very intensely. She's also got 2 8s. So she likes to be in control. Don't get me wrong. You know, she's probably king of the house. She's very organized and she's very nurturing as well. So she nurtures people. She likes to look after people. She's a proper mom in that sense, but very independent lady as well. So, I don't know whether, maybe she doesn't need a man, maybe she doesn't, maybe she doesn't need a husband. She's actually very determined as well. So she's got that persistence to achieve her goals in life. She's a day number 7. So she's also somebody a bit like you, likes to explore the deeper meanings behind life. She's got Atlantean ancient wisdom that she can tap into and become a teacher in a very new way if she chooses to. She has to learn through her own experiences, though. And sometimes that's through sacrifice, because she's that beautiful day number 7, which is this gorgeous Neptune bottle. Neptune being the Roman god of the sea. It's about trust as well. So trusting comes up for her as well. So, the 7 is, inspired by miracles, faith, magic, illusions. It's that type of energy. So they need to kind of they've got a deep interest in, the sort of deeper meaning of life. They like to investigate and explore what lies beneath the surface. Okay, so she struggles a little bit, even though she knows how she feels and feels things very intensely. She struggles to talk about her feelings a little bit. So I find that quite surprising. So I feel like for her, she could do with really grounding herself, though, because she hasn't really got that many numbers on her physical plane. So I feel like maybe she's all feeling, and she's I feel person rather than I do or I think. So really working with red energy for her would really help ground her, and help her feel more safe and secure on the planet as well. And or blue energy as well would really benefit her to try and open her throat and help her in that way. Now, she is a ruling number 9, 10, 18, 19, 23, 32, 37, 38, 39. 39 and 12. So she's a 3. So she's a ruling 3. So for her, she might doubt herself a little bit from time to time. She's that Neptune, that Jupiter energy, which is the coral bottle. That's her biggest energy. So she's a mind number. She's got a great memory, imagination, and she likes to express herself. She's fun loving. She's joyful. She can be the life and soul of the party. She's sociable. She wants expansion, but she does have to learn in her lifetime to self-accept. And sometimes she might doubt her own beliefs and question her own beliefs and not believe in herself enough. So, you know, the Jupiter bottle wants expansion. It's Christ consciousness, and it's where unconditional love and authentic power combine. Okay, it's where they combine. And that's what creates that expansion. So it's beautiful, beautiful energy there. Billy Graves, how are you? Is there time for me? September the 19th, 1981 in Alberta in Canada. Yay, we'll have a look at you as well, Billy. I like that name. I've got a good friend called Billie Jean, actually. Are you a man or a woman, Billy? Okay, so there you go. So hopefully that made sense for your mum. Did that make sense, gender fluid druid, for your mama? And hopefully she'll watch back at that and enjoy it as well. She's in a 8, 9, 10, 11, 12... 17, 18, 19. She's in a 1. She might be moving house, changing jobs, or changing relationships this year. It's fresh new energy coming in for her. So it might be quite an active year for her as well. So, you know, there's lots of change and fresh new energy coming in. So it actually could give her a bit of a boost as well if she's been feeling a bit down in the dumps. Okay, so we're going to go to you, Sylvia. I'm with you, Sylvia. You've been waiting there very patiently, haven't you? You've been very patient. All right. You're a woman. Okay. Sylvia. Oh, so you're a Taurian, ruled by Venus, same as me. I'm a Libra and ruled by Venus. So it's the planet of love. They love love, Sylvia. May the 16th. So the 16th of the 5th, 1986. Okay, so you love the home and you're very creative. You are independent as well, very independent, and you're very determined and persistent as well. So you can get a bit possessive sometimes in relationships. So just watch that. You know, sometimes you just need to like back off a little bit. But you know, you're a day number 7. It's a 16-7. So I was born on the 16th of October, and you're born on the 16th of May. Now, 16 is a karmic number. So what that means is, you know, it relates to the tower in traditional tarot, because card number 16 in tarot is the tower, and tower is all about a disruption, explosion of old structures, like a disruption for consequent clarification. So you might find that during certain points of your life, Sylvia, everything has to break down for it to be rebuilt again. So it's a bit of a bummer, but also, you know, it can suggest gayness as well. So that can come into it as well. Not that I'm saying that you're gay, but who knows? You might have explored it. Most people have, haven't they? Let's face it. That I love love. Absolutely. You're a patient Taurus. Yeah, you love love. Well, of course, Taurians love love. They love love. And actually, you've got the 2-6 energy in there as well. So your 6 energy is Venus, which is pink over pink. So you've got 2 of those. 2, it's like a double love. All right. So it's very creative as well. So you're a very creative person when living positively. When living negatively, you can sometimes feel the effects, you know, of the negative side of the 6, which is disruption, anxiety, stress, you know, worry. It's all those sort of like opposite of creativity is destruction. So yeah, so that comes in for you as well. Now you could be a teacher. You could teach if you chose to do that. Once you've been through your trials and tribulations in life, you can then teach that information, that beautiful Neptunian, Atlantean, you know, Aquarian wisdom onto other people. You're a 9, 10, 18, 9, 24, 29, 36. So you're a ruling number 9 as well. You're a 7, 9 person like me. So you've got the beautiful, you know, Mars energy as your ruling number. That's that one now. Look at that red, deep, rich red in the conscious mind. The top fraction of the bottle represents the conscious mind, and the bottom fraction represents the subconscious mind. So orange and color therapy is about shock, trauma, and abuse, and bliss and enlightenment. And red is about survival, fundamentally, or anger. You know, it can come up in that as well, safety and security. So the 9 people need to do and say what needs doing and saying at the time that it needs to be said, instead of being meek and mild and wishing they'd said that and then get angry and frustrated. But the 9 is also, you know, far more suited to celestial work than corporate. So actually, you won't be a very good money manager, unfortunately. You know, but you know, you are somebody who's a good counselor, somebody who's a good healer. So you'll be more inclined to move towards that. And actually, you could become like a spiritual teacher. if you chose to do that later on in life, or help humanity in some way, because the 9 is very idealistic. The 9, is often goes into nursing, or working with the elderly, or the disabled, or they want to help people in some way. And they're also very ambitious as well, so they like to use that fire energy, that Mars fire energy, to get things done in their lives. It is a pretty bottle, that one. It's my favorite actually in the whole system. This beautiful red orange bottle is it's just me. That is who I am, because it's like I came in as a sensitive little starseed with all that shock and trauma in the subconscious, and then I got angry. Whoopsie. But hey, at the end of the day, we all get angry, don't we, from time to time, I think. But I have dealt with that now, so that's good. There you go. So December 2019 was a massive tower beginning for you, was it? Wow. You are in the medical field. Definitely had a huge spiritual awakening. Librans be like, yeah, absolutely. Librans are, because they're such sensitive little star seeds, they just get affected by everything. Loyalty is going to help me establish. You're going to be on that all day long, aren't you, trying to create a PayPal account? It's so funny, because like if you don't want to do that, I can send you a link that goes through to the website, so that you can just put your card details in and you don't have to set up a PayPal account. So let me know if you want me to send you that link instead, and then we can just do it that way. You've gotten over your anger. Yeah, absolutely. Me too. Like mine's gone. Like it's old news that now. So Billy, we're going to come to you. Mind you, like, don't get me wrong, of course I still feel anger from time to time, like everybody does, and you shouldn't run away from anger. You should give it a nice warm hug, instead of like beating yourself up and judging the judgment on yourself that you got angry. It's like saying, oh, I got angry, I'm going to judge that about me. Don't judge the judgment, just let it go. Accept that everybody feels stuff from time to time. We all feel happy, we all feel sad, we all feel, we're human beings. That's what we are. That's what we do. So Sylvia, there you go. So hopefully that made sense for you. If you want a more detailed report, remember to order a Starseed numerology report after the show. Now I'm going to go to you now, Billy. Billy, right? You're the September the 19th. The 19th of September, which is the 9th. In Alberta in Canada, 1981. Wow, look at all those 9s you've got. Lots of 9s. And 8. And 2 1s. Okay, so it's an interesting one to look at for you guys as well. Love beams. Thank you for the reading. All makes sense. Great. Love it. Thank you, Sylvia, for saying that. Okay, so this one's you, Billy. Billy, the 19th of the 9th, 1981. Look at all those 9s she's got. So you are definitely here to be of service to people. You might be helping the aged, or work in healthcare, or be a volunteer. You're very wise. There's a lot of wisdom that you've come in with. So very much, would be lots of different incarnations before you came here. You're very independent as well. You like to be in control. You're very nurturing. Difficulties for you during childhood might have been that your mum and dad separated, or that you had ill health during childhood, and it could knock on into difficulties in relationships for you during your life as well. You are quite skeptical of new concepts until you've got your own proof. You've got this arrow of the inquirer, which means you have to go through your own research before you eventually, decide if something, kind of resonates with your truth or not. But once you do, and you do get your proof, you become an avid convert. You can isolate yourself a little bit, because you've got your masculine energy, which is isolated, which is down there. So you might find that you retreat a little bit from the outside world from time to time. But also, that can be that, even though you can express yourself fine, but you don't know how you feel, so you can react to emotional situations instead of responding to them. So just watch that. You're a day number 10 person, which is this beautiful Wheel of Fortune energy, which is gold over olive. This is a soft feminine energy, a leadership energy that can't be misused. So it's the goddess Isis who gave birth to the sun. It's that Egyptian past life connection as well. And you're a 9, 10, 18, 19, 28, 29, 38, 8, 11. You're a ruling number 11. The duality bottle shines its light again. This is a master number. You're here for a spiritual purpose. So actually, you're a spiritual leader, Billy. You are somebody that can really help people moving forward. You want to be of service. You will be doing a lot of work on your own shadows as well, and learning to love and forgive yourself at a soul level and get rid of the guilt as well. Remember that magenta holds guilt and grief, actually, but mainly guilt. And so the biggest lesson in magenta is learn to forgive yourself, because guilt is the biggest misunderstanding of all, because it's assuming that you've done something wrong, which sits outside of divine perfection. That's arrogance, so we might as well just accept that we're all human, learning as we go along. Let go of the guilt, give yourself a break, and reconnect to your soul and divine love. You need to get with the program. There you go. Yeah, absolutely. Well, we all need to get with the program. And speaking of programs, this one's coming to an end. Thank you so much again for watching. There you go. Hi from Texas, my first live with you. Would love confirmation of my Orion connection. Now, before I'm just about to go, Melissa, for today. I'm sorry that I didn't get you to you, but Melissa, if you want confirmation of your Orion connection, the best way to do that would be through ordering your personalized starseed numerology report, because that's how I will look at your astrology, where your sun was at the time that you were born, and from there I can work out whether it was conjunct, sextile, or or where it was, at the time that you were born, and where it falls in alignment with those star planets. So they're only $39 until the end of the month. Make sure you get that, and that's Australian dollars as well. If you're in America, it's only about 28 American dollars. And there's a link below the video, okay? And I'll get that to you within the next 3 to 5 business days. You're very welcome, Billy Graves. I'm glad that you enjoyed that. Thanks for being amazing people. I will. The links under the video, you'll find it underneath them, Melissa. And it'll be interesting for me to have a look at that for you as well. Quinn Hauser, I just ordered my report. However, I've got to include the info, and it's under my business account, so I'm not sure. Don't worry, I will send you an email and ask you to send me the information through. Okay, so that's fine. I'm on it, guys. See you Sunday. Sunday. Do you need full name for your starseed report? No, you don't need the full name. It's just your living name, but obviously give me your full name anyway. But I only really go by the living name, which is the name that you like to go by. So for example, for me, it's Hayden. That's the name that I use. So it's the name that you go by, and what people call you. Okay, fantastic. All right. Thanks again, Ashley. I'll see you someday, Ashley. All right. Bye for now, guys. Bye.